every one of them down. That's a full team kill.
Another! He's looking for third. He's going to get it.
Not the kill, and Vastek's going to find another one. He finds that shot. He finds two.
He's still alive. Can he go in?
Oh my goodness.
He's going to go bar down and give Saints the lead again.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to St. Clair Saints Rocket League. My name is Jackson Apry Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh here today, as we are in the losers finals of the NACE Star League Challenger playoffs here for Rocket League. It's going to be St. Clair Saints versus UAH in this one. Going to be an absolute nail-biter. You have a 4-seed UAH, and then you have a 1-seed St. Clair Saints. Both of them looking to go at it here, and an absolute banger of a game. How are you feeling about this one, Nick?
Oh, I'm feeling good. You know, we got University of Alabama Huntsville, and
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. It's a long school name, but again, it's top 5 seeds both teams, so should be a fair game. And
Yeah.
you know, I was talking to Danners here, and I said it might go 7 games.
I completely agree with you on that one, because you know what? Right now, if you are from the side of UAH, it's like you're coming into this. It's nice that you see St. Clair drop into the losers, but you know they're still a really tough squad to go up against. And UAH, I mean, hey, they're going to come through. They're really going to try their best here. The game is getting underway. We do have UAH in the blue, and then we do have St. Clair in the orange here throughout this one. So getting things kicked off. I mean, prediction for me, I'm going to have to say the Saints take this 1-7. I agree. 4-3, Saints take it. I was talking to Nitrix a little bit in between a little bit of those pre-games and said, hey, we played a little sloppy in that last one. We're going to fix it up. We're going to clean things up in this one. So that's what we do like to hear. Let's see if they can actually make it happen.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, you know, it's a whole. I don't know the game style of UAH, but we found out pretty quickly that that they were more aggression and they were really grit. And so, and just like that, UAH is going to open up the scoring. Josh is going to put it in the net, and that's a great clear there, as just perfect.
Yeah, that's a beautiful play there from Josh. Going to get that one up in top and just gets it up perfectly there. So that's going to allow them to have that 1-0 lead. And this is one thing that St. Clair really struggled with in that first series of today, is just dropping these leads early and then not being able to claw their way back. So we'll see if they can do that here in this one. But losing these games, losing these early momentum is really what might hurt them in the long run of this series.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember it's a best of 7, so it's a long series, and both these teams, they both have something to fight for. It's to go to the grand finals. Both teams are in the top 3, so that's a great. That's great. You're representing your school. You're in top 3 in the nation, or you know, North America.
Yeah, you got
it. I mean, what you did, what you came out for, you're there, but there's still one more thing left.
Yeah, you have UBC here in the grand finals waiting for the winner of this game. So the loser will go in and place 3rd for these NACE Challenger playoffs. The winner will be guaranteeing themselves a top 2 spot going into those grand finals. I think that we were talking about, I think it's they got a 1-game lead for being in those grand finals from the winner. So the loser of this game still going to have a chance, but it's going to be tough. I mean, this match, you got to get past this one. Then you got grand finals ahead of you. I mean, there's still a pretty long road considering these are best of 7s.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a great shot there by B-Moore and Kamal making the save, making sure it stays only a 1-goal game. You know, just under 2 minutes into the game, and still plenty of time for Saints to come back, but the offense here from UAH is doing fairly well.
Yeah, I could not agree more with you there on that one once again, Nick. The offense is doing really well for sure. Is despite only having 1 goal maybe in the back of the net, make it 1 for the Saints. Nitrix going to find the board for St. Clair. Now putting the scoreline at 1-1 with just over half of the game remaining here on the clock. And that's a beautiful one that's opened it up. They take away the goalies from that one, and it just allows for an open net. Nitrix going to find it.
Yeah, and I mean, right there, that was a full team's effort. You had Rahman getting the assist off the backboard, and then Kamal making 2 bumps on both the goalies, both the last people back for a wide open net. You can't ask for anything better than that, and sometimes that's what it takes to score a goal like this.
Yeah, Nitrix just came off with a really nice shot once more there, but it was quickly deflected from the side of UAH. Now it's a great defensive play from Kamal. The shot be more shot from coming through. And now it is going to be Raman translating this potentially into an offensive play. Nitrix trying to battle the goaltender there, but it will not go. UAH manages to keep it out now. Raman playing it in the corners. An absolute battle for it. That is going to be centered ever so slightly, but Nitrix going to get shut down there from Camille.
Yeah, and I think that like a lot of these plays are going to be in the corner because you don't want the opponent to have that chance. Just if it's in front of the net for half a second, that could be a game changer. And that's why we see a lot of these battles in the corner because when you're on defense, that's the safest place to do. The send the ball is in the corner. So Saints right here, open net, Nitrix going to put it away for number 2.
That was a phenomenal one-timer. You have to give Kamal a ton of credit for this one. You see him take that one off the wall there and just open net for Nitrix. They're not anticipating Kamal to drop down, be able to make those aerial passes like he does. Kamal is one of the most experienced players in the air. His air game is phenomenal, and you see a poor usage of that right there.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, right there, he gets over that 50-50. Unfortunately, as I say that, you're still going to have an offensive opportunity here, trying to get something started, trying to build a little bit of a bigger cushion. I feel like if you put Game 1 away, I think it's a little bit better because I do believe that we're on East servers. So
yeah, full East servers this whole time.
There's no back and forth, anything like that, so it's fair game.
Yeah, 100% fair game. All these players hovering around 20 to 35 ping right now, which is pretty ideal in my eyes. So everything is just looking to run smooth. Another nice shot. Nitrix has been firing away in this game. He seemed, honestly, out of the players that I've talked to, we only have Kamal and Nitrix in the nest, but Nitrix seemed very upset about how that last game turned. Very upset with how the guys played as a group and whatnot there, and they're really looking to turn things around in this one. It's looking like they're doing that already right out of the gates. A Game 1 win would be massive for Saints Green. It's something they don't get often. Usually in these series, we see them drop Game 1, and it gets really scary.
Yeah, normally, even with the Gold Squad, we see them drop Game 1, and, you know, Gold Squad always comes back, you know, wins the series, and, like, the rest of the doesn't really normally drop a game because they're just trying to get used to the opponents. Green Squad has a little bit tougher time, but when they do lose it, they do come back most of the time, so it's nothing too worried about. That's a great hit by Josh, but, again, Raman's there to make a save, and he's going to try and put this away. That's going to be a little bit high, looking for the double touch, but not quite there. As Saints still only up by 1, 30 seconds left.
That was a great effort there. The double touch looked fairly nice. It just wasn't able to get closed out. Now, this one going to be bouncing around towards midfield. Nitrix going to keep it away from his opponents as this clock is continuously ticking down. Time is definitely of the essence, but that's another shot and a goal. Kamal extending that lead now to 2. And with 13 seconds remaining, I think that is going to end us off here, Nick, in this one. UAH have a lot of work to do with not a lot of time to do it with. And St. Clair looking to take Game 1.
Yeah, you basically need a kickoff goal right here, and then that'll give you a little bit more time. But again, good face-off wins there, kickoff wins by St. Clair is, I think that's going to put it away. And as long as they keep this away from their net for the next 2 seconds, that's going to be it. St. Clair's going to take Game 1. But what's the final score going to be?
Yeah, who really knows? It does look like it is going to be a 3-1 game here in this first one. And St. Clair, like we were just talking about a couple moments ago, with 1-0 leading the series is going to be big. It's something they don't see a lot of, usually starting off the series down 1-0 and feeling out their opponents. But now with this little bit of an advantage here now in this series, they only have to win 3. Their opponent's got to win 4 here now, and that is going to be massive. Honestly, like, this game might determine so much in the future of the series. Like, yes, it is only Game 1, but each game has the same significance, whether it's Game 1 or Game 7. So, I mean, St. Clair starting off nicely here, and they're looking to tack on a second as we do get ready for game number 2.
Yeah, they did drop that first goal there early on, but again, when you drop a 1 goal early on, I think that gives you, like, a little bit more momentum.
Yeah.
So, like, you have, okay, we got this much time. If we score 1, that's the first objective, is get for down by 1, well, let's get that goal and tie it up.
Yeah.
And then everything changes from that. You have, once you score that goal, a little bit more momentum, and then next thing you know, it's in your hands.
Yeah, after that 1 goal came through, how many shots did we even see from UAH? Not a crazy amount, because St. Clair was doing a really good job of not even letting these shots come through and whatnot. So we are going to actually have to take a 5-minute break here. And you know what? Sorry. I thought that's what we were saying here. But no, so it is going to be... Six
Oh,
shots, sorry,
shots,
six
yeah.
shots. I thought you were saying take 5. No, we are not going to take a break. I was like, what the hell? This is Rocket League. We don't take breaks. We don't take. But here we go. Game 2 getting underway. And it is going to be the side of Ramen starting us off here for St. Clair, looking to go for the ball, and it is going to be a nice kickoff as Nitrix can easily translate this into an offensive play. That's a center, potentially good, but no, it is going to be quickly smoothed
Nitrix
away.
gonna get a shot off Ramen. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, Ramen gonna do that one in 8 seconds. Opening up with an early goal, gonna carry on the momentum. He is just threading the needle with that shot there in between all 3 defenders from the side of UAH, and that's gonna be St. Clair taking that 1-0 lead, not just the series, but in Game 2, and that could make the difference here in this one, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, opening up the series after like that's early on, and especially after that win that you got last game. It's something to look forward to and put your momentum towards. So Ramen, not much boost here. Gonna just leave it up in the air. Maybe give that off to Nitrix. But especially with threes, it is so hard to conserve boost and find boost at the same time. And that was almost a single play by Ramen.
Yeah.
But again, nice demo there by UAH.
All 3 of these guys from St. Clair are looking like crazy stronger here now than they were before. Off the post and now off gonna go, but great attempt on that one. But yeah, just as you were saying, just as I was saying, is St. Clair has really looked a lot more tuned in and a lot more like the roster that we know and love to see here in this second series of the day.
They look more confident going for 50-50s and going into the air for those conversions to offense. So I don't know if they had talked to each other and said, "Hey, we need to be more. You need to be more confident in your game style." But they look way better than
For sure.
the game earlier in the upper finals.
Yeah, the upper finals were definitely a tough one there, and it was a little interesting because they had to take a little bit of a break in between everyone switching servers and whatnot, and it was just a little bit more of these inconsistencies. Yes, they're going to have to probably deal with that again if they do win this series, but get through this one first, make your way into those grand finals, lock yourself in at a top 2 spot, and do that then. So, I mean, hey, both these teams looking to do it. The grand final is going to be December 12th. Against the UBC, and that's going to be a big one. I mean, both these teams, all 3 teams are competing here in my eyes. Like, there's not one team that's severely ahead of the others.
No, I mean, it's been back and forth game. I mean, again, only 1 goal scored in 2 minutes, same like last game, so it's still anybody's game. And I mean, if UAH finds a goal here in the next minute, that'll make it even better. I think we possibly could see overtime at that point.
Yeah, for sure. And I got a big feeling. UBC definitely probably watching this game here right now, ready to see who their opponents are going to be in these grand finals. And so far, it's looking pretty good for the St. Clair Saints, looking to get a rematch there potentially in those grand finals. Kamal looking to try to translate this one into a play of his own. Nitrix going to come through on the back foot and almost goes, but no, it is going to be Camille there to save that one through. But Kamal and Ramen potentially finding it off the post and going to go wide. Now Ramen still trying to make a play here. Nitrix coming in hot and ready, just like Little Caesars.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just both teams, like the defense from UAH right now has been outstanding, and that's going to be a shot on net, but a bigger save. I think that was Beamore again. So on the transition, UAH trying to find something, trying to find a goal. 2 minutes left. Not what you want to be at right now.
Yeah, not at all. Beamore going to have the ball here right now. Midfield going to take it right over Kamal and Nitrix, but no, Nitrix going to shut him down on that play. So now Kamal going to be battling this one here, trying to clean up those scraps, and Josh and another player from St. Clair just getting tangled up in the corner. But, I mean, hey, we haven't seen a lot of shots here as of lately, but I take back all of what I said. Ramen going to connect onto the back of the net. That's going to be his second in this game, and building St. Clair a little bit of a cushion here now over UAH. It's going to be that 2-0 lead and a 1-0 lead in the series with only a minute 45 on the clock in Game 2. This is looking very scary there for UAH.
Yeah, University of Alabama needs to find something. They need to do something quick. Down by 2, minute 40 left. That's not much time for goals, especially the way Saints' offense have been.
Yeah, and when you see shots like that come through on the regular, it's definitely going to be hard to defend. It's going to be St. Clair still just trying to maintain this lead, keeping the offense pressure on. I think that's the biggest thing that we got to see here in Rocket League 2 as well, is you might be up by 2, but keep that pressure on. Offense is just as good as defense here in Rocket League. Either way, you're going to be not allowing goals in. So it's going to be St. Clair just trying to maintain this one, just keep the life going. And honestly, St. Clair's just got to just stay alive. They just got to keep this ball. It doesn't matter if this ball's bouncing around midfield or whatever. They just got to keep this game alive.
Yeah, and the one thing is, when you're versing this kind of tier competition, top tier competition like this, you can't take the foot off the gas at all.
Nope.
So you have to make sure that you're playing your hardest until the end of the game, every game. until the series is over. So, I mean, this is the last series before the grand finals, and you know, you get a week off, train a little bit more, and that should be a better series. But again, you're not worried about that. You're worried about winning the next 4 games.
For sure, and honestly, it doesn't even look like they're going to need 4 here almost anymore, because in about 30 seconds, unless UAH can find 2 here, it's going to be St. Clair's map number 2 and game number 2 at that. So, I mean, it's really UAH just trying to do anything right now, and with another goal like that, I think that's going to hammer it away for the Saints, and that was a hat-trick for them?
No, that was 1 goal, but 7 shots already.
Oh, wow.
In this game from Nitrix is absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one there, and he is going to find that floater, just going to make its way in the net. Fairly open net. That's what St. Clair's been doing really good in this game, I've noticed, is like these shots they're finding isn't really like they're like finding it past stacked defenses right now. No, they're splitting the goalies. They're getting these goalies out of the net. They're drawing them out, baiting them out, and then providing themselves these easier shots that they can take, and that's how St. Clair is getting their lead here right now.
Yeah, and that's one thing they probably should have done last series, but again, they are looking way better this game. They look more confident, and they're going to take game number 2.
Yeah, and that's a big one to take. You know, taking game 1, it is big. I always say it is, but taking game 1 and 2, that's massive. So now it is going to be UAH having to win 4 with St. Clair only needing 2 here. It's essentially like a best of 7 still for the side of UAH, and now it's essentially like a best of 3 for St. Clair as they only need 2, right? So it's looking a little concerning if you are from the side of University of Alabama here in this one. And honestly, St. Clair, they're just pedal to the metal in this one. I don't even know what University of Alabama has to do if they do want to kind of stop this pressure.
Yeah, and I think like with the University of Alabama being down by 2, this is where they're going to start getting
risky. They're going to make those,
yeah, exactly.
They're going to make the gritty plays. They're going to make the ones where they really go in and dive. Maybe more double commits, more triple commits, something like that. It's going to be a little bit more intensified here in this side, I think, from UAH than the past 2 ones, because they have to. They're in that situation now where it's, you know, make these risky plays, try to pull off some of these goals, or go home. And that's your decision right now, right? So you got to do what you got to do, and it's going to be UAH trying to bounce back in this game number 3.
Yeah, and I don't blame him I think we'll see more triple commits coming from UAH. So I think that's where it's either going to be really good, or they're going to be it's going to
Yeah, so
it's going to be bad.
Wow, I just got word from production last game. We're looking at the scoreboard, dissecting a little bit on the back end. St. Clair, 13 shots. UAH, 3 shots, and that is tough. Out of 16 shots, 13 of those were from the Saints, and that is something that you got to turn around if you're UAH. That's why me and you were both talking. We might see these gritty offensive plays where they're really triple committing just to find more shots on net here. St. Clair's just not allowing them to come through.
Yeah, and like I was saying, I think the desperate plays will start coming out, and it could either be really good for Alabama or it could be horrible and give the game to the Saints. But again,
we've seen it both ways.
Yeah, we've seen it both ways, and it's I mean, if you're the side of Saints, you're hoping that it messes up. If you're the side of University of Alabama, you're hoping that it works out. And I mean, it all starts with one game of comeback.
Now, if you're UBC and you're sitting in grand finals right now, Nick, who do you want to play?
I think if I'm UBC, I think I would want to versus Saints. The only reason why is because they've played them already, and they know how they play.
And they know they can win, right?
And they know they can win. They're like, okay, we beat these guys in a Series 7. We can do it again.
Yeah.
And with them having the advantage being on West servers, most likely in the first game, that's where things will give them the advantage.
That's one thing that makes things a lot of interesting plays and stuff like that here in these final 3 teams as well, because you have 2 of these teams East, 1 of these teams West. I mean, it just gets for an interesting grand finals, right? If it's going to be Battle of the Coast or something like that here, no matter what, no matter who wins this game. So Nitrix almost finding that one there to open us up in this game number 3, but it will not go. Minute and a half has been burned off the clock, though, and it is Ramen. Oh my God, what a flick, you dirty, dirty boy. He is just going to find that one right over his opponent. Look at this little flick. Oh no, it's going to go over 2 of them, and that is going to be to put him on the board 1-0, minute and a half into this one.
That is gorgeous, and you know, it's been the longest time we've seen with Hoda with a goal. So again, if you're University of Alabama, you want to score pretty quickly. You don't want to wait until later on. And as I say that, that's going to go barred down. It's not in the net yet. And Ramen with a big save. Dude. And UAH cannot find a thing right now.
I feel like we've seen that so many times today. And that ball right there just went across the whole net. 3 players from UAH not able to bank it in. And this is looking upsetting if you're from the side of UAH. You're getting the offensive pressure you need. You're getting the triple commits off. But they're not connecting. The ball was like 80% in the net there on those one last play. And just not able to go. St. Clair just barely holding on by the skin of their teeth right now. But UAH definitely looking a little bit more stronger here in this game 3. This might be the opportunity they're looking for. And there it is. B-More gonna connect, and UAH will get themselves on the board, tying this one up, but what a piece.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just gorgeous. You know, 50-50
That's a big
Ramen right
cluster.
there. Yeah, it's a big cluster, but you did win that 50-50 against Ramen, and that puts it in the net. So now you're all tied up, 2:44 left in the game, and you know, you got a little bit of momentum. Okay, we scored, now we can take that and into the next one. But again, going back to that last almost goal, that could be a game changer right there too.
Oh, 100%. But to be fair, if they do get that goal there, they probably don't have this one that they have on the board right now. Kamal going to answer back in a mere matter of 5 seconds, as he will find the back of the net once again for the Saints. And it's just a nice little redirect right past the side of B-More. Threads the needle once again, and it's something that we've seen from the Saints twice here today already, where there's defenders there in place to stop the ball, but St. Clair just somehow sneaking it past.
Somehow, the sneaky ways, and that's going to be off the post, but nobody's quite there. I don't think they were expecting that kind of kickoff opportunity.
No, not at all, and Ramen's just still trying to solo this one up here, and he's doing a great job of it.
Yeah, and I mean, Kamal trying to center that. You're going to have Nitrix here, going to do the same thing, try to drop it in front of the net, but that's going to be contested to about midfield. And Saints, just like that, on the attack again. And that's an overcommit, and Ramen's going to put that one away. Another 2-goal game.
This is from before the circle. He's going to hit that one up, bounces off the roof, just missing Josh. And he will go in the net. And that is going to be so upsetting for Josh. You're going to think about that one for sure going forward. Just slightly missing that ball off of the ceiling. Something that, you know, you should have majority of the time. Just not able to connect on it there. And going to allow St. Clair to take this lead now 3-1. And definitely looking a lot stronger.
Yeah, they almost had another opportunity right there. But again, you see all Saints players. They're so confident right now. All 3 of them are up, attacking that ball, making the offensive plays, and trying to get something going. You know, the more goals you score, the comfortable you get. So
yeah,
the more riskier you make plays.
Gonna be honest, Nick, I just don't see a world where this isn't a 4-0 anymore. I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. Like, St. Clair is just looking way more confident than they were this morning. UAH, not so much. They can't get out of their zone, and St. Clair is just not stopping. They are not backing down. They are looking absolutely ruthless on the field here right now. And potentially maybe UAH cleans up the 4th, but they're not getting this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a 4-0 because anything can happen. We've seen reverse sweeps. I mean, that's very difficult. You have to win one game at a time.
Yeah, you have to take them 1 by 1 at that point. So that one's going to be dropping right in front of the net. Not going to go. Kamal trying to set up for Ramen. Not going to get it connected. B-More. These are the triple commits that make it so deadly, where you can just fire shot after shot after shot, rebound after rebound after rebound. A little juke could have come through, but Ramen going to get some help from his teammate and gets automatically put right into the play.
Yeah, and I mean, I think University of Alabama needs a goal here. Bring it within 1 before the end of the game. Then I think that'll be a little bit of confident boost going into game number 4. But if they don't score here, I do think it's over.
Yeah, for sure. It's 20 seconds on the clock, not a lot of time to work with, and they at least want to take this game or force an overtime. They're going to need 2. And it just doesn't look like it's going to be a possibility. B-More will have it in the offense, and there is still 10 seconds on the clock, but it's going to be a missed shot there, and now sent over towards the UAH zone, and that will do it here. And it's going to be your St. Clair Saints taking game number 3 in this best-of-7 series, and they only need 1 more to close it out. UAH going to have to pull off a reverse sweep.
Yeah, I think this St. Clair team is a 100% different team than what we saw this morning. And, I mean, everything about them right now is like 100% better. The commits, way better. They're more confident going to the air. Even 50-50s when they... And then how many times we've seen them this game where they have all 3 players in the offensive zone attacking? I think that's what's going to win them.
Yep, exactly. Cannot agree with you more there once again on this one, Nicholas. So it's going to be St. Clair. Just needing 1 more to tack it on. And that's the thing right now, where St. Clair needs 1 and UAH needs 4. it's really hard if you are from the side of UAH just to have that in the back of your mind. But you have to eliminate that from your mind, in my opinion. You have to take these as like 4 best of 1s rather than 1 best of 7 is the way you got to approach this here. And so UAH going to try to do just that, but I don't know. I think they've only found like 3 goals in this series. It's going to be really tough to try to come back here.
Yeah, and I wish them the best, and they have to look at it as this isn't a 7-game series, because I think that'll add more stress than what they want. So if you look at it as, okay, 1 game, we go out, we win that, 1 more game, you win another one, and then next thing you know, you only need 2 more wins, and then you go out, then it's a tie series.
Exactly.
So I think that it's going to be tough, especially against the Saints squad, but I think if you tidy up your defense, I think that they can get them when they triple commit.
It all starts with 1. I think that's for UAH right now. That's the mindset they got to go by. It all starts with 1, and so we're going to see here now. But we are going to be getting into this game, number 4 here now, and the Saints are trying to end it right here, right now. They are on series point, and it is going to be them just trying to claw back here in this game.
Yeah, and UAH trying to get something started early, trying to score that first goal, opening goal. They're going to have an opportunity here, but it is just high and wide, trying to catch that corner. But Saints, just like that, are on the way to the offensive end and try to open up the scoring.
Yeah, so just like that, now it is going to be B-More sending that one down and to the bottom left corner. UAH going to take their first lead of the series since game 1. Here now, Nick. I mean, they haven't had a lead since the first like 15-20 seconds of this series, so now going to regain it here in game number 4, and this is going to be exactly what they needed. They needed to take it not even 1 game at a time, 1 goal at a time, and that's exactly what they're doing here right now. Leading the series 1-0, keep the pressure on. That's the biggest thing. Keep doing what you're doing, what you did just there to score that 1 initial goal, because, I mean, you can't just slow it down and play the defense. No, you got to keep this pressure on.
Yeah, you have to keep the pressure on, and, I mean, it starts off with 1 goal, and like I said, you got to catch them on the triple commit when they're all up, and that's what they did. So if they can keep doing that, I think it's very possible for them to come out with a win like this.
Yeah, it is going to be a 2-on-1. Raman and Kamal over Camille. That is going to be one that's an open net, but it is going to be Josh on the back line going to come through and make a big save. Nitrix going to take out B-More out of the play, but Camille is in a 1-on-1 with the goalie. Never mind, Nitrix coming from behind, going to stop that one through, and now trying to translate this one once again to an offensive play. But so far, I mean, UAH still maintaining a lead about 1.5 minutes almost through this one here now. Camille been playing some solid defense this side of UAH.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be one of the players to look for, especially later on in this game on defense and all that. That was a perfect center by Raman, but nobody was quite there to make it. And another shot by UAH, but Raman's there to make a save. And again, it's back and forth, really.
Yeah, for sure. So here we are, 3 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock, and I feel like time is going to be one of the biggest things here. Now off the post of the Saints, if UAH can find a second, it'd be so big for them here right now, because St. Clair, 1 goal, not a huge deal, right? You just find the back of the net once, you're tied up, you have overtime already ready to go for you. But no, if you're UAH, you find a second here on the board, build yourself that slight cushion that we've been talking about. It's really going to make St. Clair start to panic and stress here in these plays, saying, yes, you might still have the 3-0 series lead, but we're not going to even allow UAH to get 1 game. As soon as UAH gets 1 game, the series is completely changed.
Yeah, and I think if they can win out this game, I think it is possible. I think they would come out and win game 2.
I agree.
Game 5. So I think, but again, you don't look at it as that. You look at it as 1 goal at a time. You still got 2.5 minutes left in this game. Still a long time. You're looking to put at least 1 more on the board.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, if you are from the side of St. Clair, your time is slightly becoming a concern. I mean, still tons on the board, but 2 minutes is definitely running a little bit lower than the 4 you had a moment ago. And honestly, St. Clair's shots haven't really been coming on. I feel like St. Clair is going back into their old ways of what they were doing this morning here now, not putting the pedal to the metal, not really committing on these plays and making these team chemistry work. It is looking a little bit sloppier here, but we are looking to kind of clean things up, as Raman, though, will have to move way back into his own zone to collect this ball. He will get some boost for himself as well, and actually going to sneak that one by the defender. This is a great opportunity, and an even better little flip there to just keep this one in play near mid. Josh, though, going to come in from the ceiling, trying to make an aerial happen, but Kamal, he's the real master of the air. He's going to come up here and try to make something work as well.
Yeah, he's looking for a musty flick. That's what they call that flick, and Raman's going to put it away to tie the game. 1.5 minutes left.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one. Right from midfield, he's going to pass it up to his boy Kamal, but it actually doesn't hit Kamal. Just off the side of the wall, Raman going to take that one up off his own pass and puts it in the back of the net. 94 seconds on the clock, 1-1 game. UAH desperately needing a goal if they are looking to force a Game 5 here. St. Clair on series point, looking to end this one off. Go to Grand Finals, take their week break, and come back here then.
Yeah, I mean, if you're UAH, you gotta. It doesn't matter about defense now. You're tied.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to You have to go full offense, get the ball out, and then all your players and try to get quality shots.
Yeah, with only a minute on the clock, too. I mean, yes, we are in a position where we could see an overtime, but yeah, like you were just saying, full offense is what you need. You need these shots continuously going. St. Clair, once again, getting back into the rhythm of just getting themselves stuck on the offense. Very, very good for them. So it is going to be providing UAH a little bit more of a problem, but Camille will be there on a big clear. That's actually going to go right over the Saints' net, and a potential goal not going to go, but there it is. Going to come in. No, Kamal going to shut it down. Still a 1-1 game, and Kamal says, no, 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 not today, sir.
Oh, my. I thought that was going to... That could have been series changing right there.
Oh,
but
next goal is series changing. No matter what the next goal is, it is so series changing. Whether it be St. Clair cleaning it up and winning 4-0, whether it's UAH taking this to game number 5, but that's literally the two options for our next goal here right now.
Yep.
A game 5 or an end of the series. And who's going to find it? We'll find out in just a second. Raman with a good shot. Be more the better save. Nitrix and Josh going to demo each other there on some trades. Kamal trying to pull an aerial off in. Not going to go. Raman now. Last chance attempt here for the Saints. Ball touches the ground, and we're going to overtime here now, Nick. What a game.
Not yet. The ball is still up in there, and it's going to touch the ground there. We're going to overtime. This is do or die for UAH, and the series on the line. St. Clair looking to go to the grand finals.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here with this one. I mean, next goal going to be determining what's going to happen here, whether we keep playing or whether we're wrapping this one up for the evening. But Raman going to be trying to get a center off here now. It is going to drop slightly in front of the net. No teammates there, though. St. Clair looking like they want to play a little bit more conservative now that it is going to be a match point. But there it is. Raman going to find it. And your St. Clair Saints are headed to grand finals in the NACE Star League Challenger playoffs going against UBC up on December 12th. What a game. GG's. St. Clair going to come through.
That is insane. Just the whole setup, and I mean, the offense from the Saints during this last game here, they didn't look overly confident. Then overtime hit, and again, different team. They looked like they were back in game number 3 and 4. They just looked better.
Game 4, St. Clair didn't look as promising as they did in game 1, 2, 3 there. So they get a little bit concerning there for a second. It seemed as if things started to slow down in that game 4, but they were able to hold on. They get that overtime winner. They do clean things up, and we do take a 4-0 in the series. And honestly, this is something that I was looking at. It's either going to be a 4-0 like this or a game 7. That was my two ideas going into this one. So St. Clair going to clean it up 4-0, and they are going to be advancing to those NACE Star League Grand Finals against UBC there on the 12th. As I was saying, so excited about that one there, Nick.
Yeah, I'm excited about that matchup. That's going to be awesome. But, good luck for those two teams going to the grand finals. And what a hell of a matchup UAH put up. And, even though they did lose 4-0, I do think that they put up a good showing. The score doesn't.
The 4-0 scoreline definitely not reflecting there. Maybe in a couple of those games, but not all of them for sure. UAH definitely going to be putting up a battle in this one. Got to give props all around and congratulate them. Still placing top 3, absolutely massive here. But St. Clair going to lock themselves in a top 2 position. Whether it's first or second, we'll find out here in a week or so. But without that being said, that's going to wrap us up for the day. We've had a long day here in the nest here, just waiting for these games and whatnot, and getting this one going. So thank you to our sponsors. Let's start us off with those. So Crunchyroll joining us on in this season. So thankful to have them. Wouldn't be possible to put on these broadcasts without them. So if you guys are interested, you guys can get a 14-day premium trial for free. Crunchyroll.com/Saints. Once again, Crunchyroll.com/Saints to get a 14-day premium trial for free. And thank you to them for joining us along this season. Essentially the Netflix of anime. Anything you guys could even imagine that you want to watch will be on Crunchyroll.com. So get yourself in that. Everyone loves free stuff, so get yourself some of those. Thank you to all those sponsors as well. Tim Hortons, Subway, the St. Clair SRC, and the St. Clair College Alumni Association. And I mean, I know you don't have the jersey on right now because you got the Lions jersey on.
Yeah,
Big W for the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about our merch here really quick. And yeah, there you are.
Yeah, I mean, the jersey is super comfortable, and the hoodies. I grabbed the hoodie, and those are super comfortable. I talked to a few people, and they say the jerseys and the shirts are perfect. So
Pristine.
pristine.
Yeah.
The jackets fit real nice, and I mean, anything you want, it's on the website.
Yeah, you go and rep your St. Clair Saints there, acquire.ca/Saints if you guys are interested in getting some of your Saints merch. Without further ado, that will be wrapping us up here for today. My name is Jackson Pride Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh. Your St. Clair Saints are headed to grand finals in the Challenger playoffs. They're very much excited for that one. Congrats to Kamal, congrats to Nitrix and Ramen finally. You guys played a hell of a game, and I'm very excited to see that one in a week's time. But without further ado, like I was saying, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Jackson Pride Brown joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malosh, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Has this ever happened to you? You tune in to watch Saints Gaming compete at your favorite title, but you end up missing it. Scrolling through Twitter to find results is just such a chore, and it looks like there's no easy way to find out everything you've missed. Luckily, there's a solution. Hi, Millie Bays here, and I'd like to introduce you to St. Clair's Bird's Eye View, the #1 show to keep up with everything about Saints Gaming. Get weekly recaps, see great highlights, hear exclusive interviews with players and staff, and so much more. That's Bird's Eye View, available in podcast or video form at a website near you.